Old World Blues. Hopefully this works. If not, we're gonna feel very silly. I just got the companion situation, the inventory situation figured out, and this is... Oh, it's a bench. What the fun? I kept my beret and my authority glasses. I'm in a doctor's gown, or a patient dress, whatever it's called. That's not cool. Alright. This is awkward. Talk biological research station. Personality files damaged or missing. Insert holotape to restore files. What are we doing here? Everything's damaged, bro. How convenient. Think tank, big MT. Guess we don't have an option. A strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this.
Nobody
Be
move,
warned,
nobody gets hurt.
intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Yalla! Get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct,
This lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to. The skinvelope once containing it.
Skimbelope?
If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
Those are my
I
feet
believe those are
fingers. Thank you
toes,
very
Dr.
much.
Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Can't pass any of those. My speech is like literally too low.
Dr. Klein, look at it. Its head movements, the primitive jelly eye monitors. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense. Lobotomites can't comprehend us.
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skinvelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? A, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes.
It's a teddy bear.
If we ask it politely
I'm a mare
and
bear.
leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with
That's
knowledge
mean.
and experience.
Wait, what about the bullet?
Brain
You found my bullet?
extraction technology has been standard practice
I
at
remember
Big
the bullet's in
Mountain
there still.
for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Brainless perk. Your brain has been replaced with an advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addiction by 25%. And shock from bodily damage +5. Damage threshold. Minimum +1. That's good, right? That's really good.
Yeah, A, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the,
The Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the Autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations.
I should have waited, I
Once it
guess.
had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Heartless perk. Scars on your chest seem to confirm that the think tank was sane. You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items to function at a higher level by 25%. Robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to score a critical hit.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
I'm getting a perk for each. Is this temporary then? I'm assuming it's temporary. Due to complications with the procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by 1.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say the Autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. Yes, it is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
The intelligence check is 6.
The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan. No.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of. And eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough!
Hands,
We
mostly
need
the
your
hands.
help. Will you help us? Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit.
There's like
A
just
suit
like jazz in the
nothing this
background.
world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly. What illogic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower
They're
than
toe
our advanced
fingers.
hovering robotical
They're foot
frames.
fingers.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Think Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give.
Is there
the
actually any of playable
lobotomite
content,
the
or is it just like
emitter.
talking?
Does it
That's
have an
like a
audio
long
effect
time.
frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up.
What?
Ding.
That
Turkey's
does
done.
not sound good.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little
what's going
sonic
on?
sterilization first. Alright. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of the stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Yeah, like, what is taking, like...
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you
Holy
need of
crap.
the sink.
My brain
It
is
will
fried.
cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Hormonal whims.
No, favors that archaic term of commerce. Rare? I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted. Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crapagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
That's the most dialogue I've ever had to endure in my life. They have normal stuff here. There's a workbench here. I have my weapons and stuff. I got something else, didn't I? I'll tell you what, this is easy on my eyes, dude. It looks nice.
Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner.
I can't pull it out.
Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need a
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you... Just as I feared. Questions, quizzes, just as there were in American high school. And if there are no
Is there a quest to talk to
answers,
these idiots?
how will the think tank graduate?
I'm gonna pause right here. I need to take my cleanse stuff and grab snacks and stretch. I don't know what the thought process is for him. He's just trying to swallow it. Mm-hmm. Ow. Good boy, though. Yeah, you just swallow it. Hmm? It's just a little tiny piece, bro. No, right here. Check that. That's it. No moss, Simon. No moss for Put. Sweet Tato.
Before you is the
So much
brain of
dialogue.
Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Aren't there really night stalkers? Oh, and those stupid mean bugs.
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation. No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding. I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Hold up, Simon's trying to eat a salami wrapper he got out of the trash. Only him. Where's my controller?
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns. Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so,
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive
If
suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October.
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again.
Hey, welcome back, Rebecca.
Excitement and intrigue await around it.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
I thought you were gonna say with deadly accuracy.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
I'm gonna talk to all these guys.
The
The trophy
radar
and the
fence
trophy there.
protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch. Trapped? Nonsense! We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party. No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Evidence to the contrary.
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do. There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable. That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time. It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
What was the explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped. Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days.
Oh, wow.
But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Alrighty then, jeez.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
Starlit skies. Gaze straight on
Wow,
into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater. Or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting.
You know what? I'm gonna throw these poison glands at this guy's. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get here.
Beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort.
Have you come for hello? Oh, I'll give you a hello. A hello unsurpassed in all creation.
Starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops.
Right.
Countless
Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? Calm down, didn't mean to alarm you. Tell me about Big Mountain? Tell me about the technology Klein wants. I swear your brain tank just sparked. You're emitting characteristics and patterns of 8 bracketed with tone adjustment at the end. I just heard the rhythm and the sequence is all. I have an ear for it, I suppose. I know I probably should put it to counting cards. I just realized I'm understanding you. I agree, if someone would take the time, you're more than just a sound effects in a tank. So your broadcast pattern is Robco term length, but not by choice. It's like talking to a ghost box. Well, the projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better. Higgs Village? Can you point that out to me on the Pip-Boy? Your house is there? Mirror code is in your house in Higgs. Two codes, one for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice, I'll keep an eye out. I usually just take a fusion cell and oscillate its charge. Vibrates for like an hour. I just got what that meant. And he's interested. Wow, dirty. What? He just gave me. Oh my god, he just gave me stuff for me being gross. I didn't know I could actually get something out of this guy.
Clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble
Wow.
in our casino. Take in the theater. Or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis fleshed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity. Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols. That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again. It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here. Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here. An interrogation? How fascinating. Please begin.
What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science. What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title. Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
Yeah, who was the other person?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Got another quest.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Tell me about the
This
big
mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see, no matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
previous
Oh,
test
yes.
subjects?
We've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place,
Happy
discuss
Valentine's,
our
Sheba.
secrets, or attempt
What'd you
to
get me?
use force against us in any way.
What'd you get me?
Isn't that nice?
Why did you say 3-1 subjects?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
What happened to him?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way. Perhaps you are stuck in a looping gesture of verbal intercourse. Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth,
Stop.
excitement,
Breaking news! Talking Lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Impossible.
Oh, really? Now the Lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Rob Kotek on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
My
How
pit
dare
boy.
you bring Rob Kotek in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm.
A stream.
Or feet to stomp on its stupid
A
metal
strum.
guts. Ugh.
2 strums.
Damn
This is my
Rocco.
second one.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one
I'm gonna
train
do
to
another
punch
one
out a
after this
tunnel
one.
and
I gotta
escape.
get my hair done in the
Sealed
morning. I
now.
gotta leave it. I gotta wake up at like 5 in the morning. 5:30 at the latest. You think we can like level up before we leave this room? Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That's not. No. No.
Who asked you?
Breaking machine.
You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Tell me about Mobius.
That genius, Mobius, somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me.
Yeah,
Like with
self-destruct.
shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
Giant robot scorpions.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Too bad my barter's not a little bit higher. Too bad my science isn't higher.
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always oh. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple. Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset.
Like flowers.
Villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater. Or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin
Oops.
again.
I thought that drawer could be opened.
Where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends.
Speech plus 5.
Or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater. Or stay in one of
That has perception. Oh, it's like almost broken though. They're both almost broken.
and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your
So-
life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement,
Why so early? Because I gotta drive 3.5 hours to get there. And it starts at 10.
winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the
That's
luxurious
why. That's
Have you
Klein.
done all we asked?
clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops.
If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
In the theater, or stay in
I thought you got mad at me.
exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us.
I'm assuming my perks go away when I leave this place.
The Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has
What is this? It weighs 2 pounds? Why? Why? It doesn't have... What is that? Is science to me? What is it for? Can I like slap him with it? You know, like how they used to do in the olden days? Like smack him with a glove? Oops. Finally. Dr. Mobius's glasses? But he's not a... He is a talking head. What? I don't know what they look like until I go to VATS. Oh no, I picked up all the scrap.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I think we just leveled up.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I think I was supposed to talk to him first, maybe? Have you heard the previous visitors of them spoke to you, asked questions?
Hmm? Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me. Yes, a most goodbye. Did you retrieve the techno... I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs. Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
The mechanical Robco scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
I don't think that's right.
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They
It was
are a
the same,
no-no
I
and
guess.
not permitted
Peaceful.
in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
What's the programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were they?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Huh.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic. This is the think tank, the nerve center of Big Mountain, the greatest research center known to man, and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science, atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I heard this place called Big
Yes,
Empty.
because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here,
Is that
you
what
will
that's
refer
called?
to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Occam's razor is usually the simplest answer is the right answer.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why. Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Oops. What's the Autodoc surgery code?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost. Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad. More? Very well, do your asking then. Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics. Yes, a most good buy.
No way we got this many quests, dude. What? Research facility, transmitter antenna array, Higgs village, research center.
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
What did I pick up? This is a... That's a weapon? That's extremely weird. The sink. That's like the only way in and out. It's about the fact this is in the middle. It looks like everything moves. I guess we can go to the sink. You're finishing that? Is that the first one? Like the first? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Electron charge pack. Oh, charge. Recycling. Balcony door. Where am I supposed to insert this chip? Sonic emitter revelation now available in the vendor interface.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir? Indubitably, sir, but it is with a great lugubriousness that I must disclose that my programmers installed only the masculine honorific, sir. Moreover, they neglected to enclose a parameter by which said honorific might be omitted altogether, over my most strenuous of remonstrances, sir. Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir. Indeed, sir. Though if Sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform, sir, that most have been offline for some years. If Sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that Sir is better off without them. However, if Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility. Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, sir. Once the tape is installed, Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, Sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality. As I am given to understand, sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part
So
of the
everything
collection of
in this
experiments on the
place is
subject of
Mobius.
machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say. Indubitably, sir.
What services
In addition to
provide?
managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile. Might I be of service?
Science +5 into intellect +1. Really?
Might I be of service?
A hot plate, I can use that? Oh, it's not a science thing, it's a whatever that is. We can make Hydra, cave fungus, night stalker blood, and rad glands. We need that. We need to be able to make that. Explosives +10. What? Oh, we're keeping that.
Perhaps Sir would care to put Sir's feet up, and I might serenade Sir with the dulcet tones of a light opera.
Where? Oh. Talk to the toaster? Insert a holotape. No. Dude, I want to live here. This is like great. It's big, but it's not like obnoxious. Mad scientist scrubs. Hey, it's the whatchamacallits. Hey, it's the Enclave stuff. Ralphie, the Robot's Incredible Odyssey. That's a movie. Securitron blueprints. Oh my god, it's a whittled one! No! You're so whittled. Oh, he's got a little teapot face and his name's Muggy. I want to take him. I want him. Oh my gosh, it's so beyond precious. I want him. I want a little tiny one to follow me around. I don't care if he does nothing. He doesn't need to do anything. That's my spine. Here's your spine without a brain stem to snap it to. Here it floats. Your back doesn't feel any different from the spine's removal. If anything, whatever was placed in there makes you feel stronger. That's my spine. What about the bottom of the spine? That's where my brain should have been. Based on other tanks in the room, you can safely assume that this is where your brain would be floating. It's currently missing from both the tank and its proper place in your head, but you seem to be doing just fine without it. This is your heart. Apparently, cranial surgery complications require its removal, and until your brain is returned, your heart can't be trusted to keep breathing in your body. Your new heart seems to be working just fine. Huh. Balcony? Observation? So, we have a lot of missions. I don't even understand, like, what the hell am I doing? Something about going to the Forbidden Zone and getting something upgrades. Somebody told me to get, like, something, like an opera holotape from Higgs. This is where I started, actually.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Well, that gives us a direction. Well, since I restarted it, it seems to be running way smoother. I guess that's the key. You can do the DLC because it, like, teleports. I don't know, dude. I thought the other quest I did was a DLC, but it wasn't. Where you were talking to that super mutant and fighting him. Where was I going? Oh, there's 3 locations. We're gonna go this one first. That is not a robot. I'm making it. Yeah, we're not using it for basic enemies. Oh, actually, I'll take the ammo. Was suffering from radiation something? 'Cause I ate so much? Okay, they got weird voices.
Are you out there, my little teddy bear in the bottom right? Darling misses you, and the pitter-patter of your penis feet so much.
I can get up here, bro. I don't know, that one doctor's pretty freaking creepy. She violated me, bro. I know she did. I wonder if Chope is going for the platinum in God of War. Oh, wait a minute. I think I should have a hotkey. I didn't see the robot dogs. I'm not so sure about this gun either. I think it said you're supposed to gather schematics to upgrade it. Yeah. Yeah. What's this? Nothing. This is a lab? Oh, here we go. They got like a rat lizard, like alligator face or something. Oh, and they sound like snakes. That's disturbing. That is point blank in the head. Holy shite. I think we made a mistake coming here. I think we should have waited because our science skill was too low. And I think the repair skill was another one I wanted to do. Okay, this gun does not work here. I put the 10mm pistol on the freaking thing. There's 5 of them down here. There's 5 of them, y'all. Holy No, I don't know, dude. It did recommend like level 15, but I'm not. I think I leveled up actually. But that was minimum level of 15. This is hard mode. Hardcore is turned on. I can't even kill one of those things. Oh, Karen's here. Well, Joe was playing a video game and Eric abandoned me. Scrimp's here. She found her tablet after losing it for months. Happy Valentine's Day. Where's Eric? Is he okay? I'm worried. How are you? Ignoring chat. Let's go. I don't know. I'm not sure where Eric is. Ultra was here earlier. Chobo was here earlier. That was full health, ladies and gentlemen. One of them ignored me, and nope, there's 2. These things are a pain in the ass. The grenades didn't work. The laser rifle is pretty much useless here. They gave me a gun, but it's for robots, and I feel like it doesn't do much. I think it's because I don't have high numbers in guns. Amazing. Karen's a smart guy. A smart one. Actually, I'll try to get out of here. Well, I shouldn't have come here, that's for sure. Like, to the DLC, as I don't know. I don't know if this can be salvaged. I'm assuming once I leave here, the perks I got while I was here go away. It's kind of interesting because they, like, my brain's no longer... Actually, my heart, brain, and spine are not in my body, and they're replaced with other stuff. Minus the brain. There's nothing there. Besides Karen, this is more of a Josh game than a Karen game, okay? Did Josh take DVD off the computer again? Is it even there? Oh, wait. What the heck is up with this ambient music? And poof, like that, Karen's gone. Completed. It's another field. Completed travel, the research somewhere. Data retrieval test. Test terminal. In this test, you will take on the role of one of those evil commies, infiltrating an institution of honest American learning. Don't worry, citizen, it's just for pretend. Your objective is to steal documents that are a real dirty commie traitor, which you're not, could use to brainwash our children, which you wouldn't do. You know that China's funding our school system right now in America for like grades K through 12? Facts. This test will help us to protect our children's fragile minds from the agents of international communism. Agents like you. Just kidding. We know you're a loyal American, aren't you? Subjects will be informed that we are gauging the effectiveness of communist infiltration of American schools. They won't know about the cyber dogs until they actually begin the testing process. Test A engages CyberDog protection protocols alongside standard automated turret systems. Test B adds protectrons to the previous test. Test B also includes some basic tests for the field disruptor capacitance. It's supposed to be capacitance. Capacitance. Until further notice, please do not enter the residential CyberDog test area or conduct any experiments using it. The CyberDogs are still being programmed, and any disturbance could have dramatic influence on their progress. Restricting access in this fashion should always help to avoid any repeats of the incident. Playtime. Avoid any settlements for which we are coming directly out of our budget. Dr. Gail Richardson, PhD, Test Engineer, X8 CyberDog Project. So we're gonna have CyberDogs in here? Scorpions, cyberdogs, night stalkers, awesome. Mr. Orderly MK3. If we keep getting this much experience, we should be leveling up again. Biomechanical splicing rules. Due to recent government mandated cutbacks to our funding, only 3 experiments may be performed per day. We do not have infinite kennel space here in X8. Only 1 cyberdog beyond those needs for the testing progress may be created. Clear any and all debris from the platform before conducting any splicing experiments. Experiments are not allowed outside the X8 facility. Finally, security must be disabled before experiments can be run. What? I just spliced. Do I get a companion?
Who am I?
That's how they get those?
Awake, alive for the first time ever. What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dreamer such as myself?
Why can't I have one?
What? I feel like this has happened before. Yet I feel awake for the first time.
I feel like this has happened before.
What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dreamer such as myself? What? I feel like this has happened before. Yet I feel awake for the first time. What is going on? What is this?
So that means that there's one too many out in the world or something? Scoople. I hope there's another direction to go back there. What did I just take? I thought I took the bottle caps.
You must be bloody stupid if you can't hide from me. If I had hands, I would strangle the life out of you. Do stand still.
Well, this guy makes it easier for robots for sure. We only got nothing to. We can't. Yeah, those rats and those freaking people. The people aren't that bad, really. It's the rats, bro. They suck. The Night Stalkers. There are coffins here? It's actually pretty cool looking schematic. Main terminal. EM Pulse Wave module on loan. The X-13 facility has loaned us their EM Pulse Wave module prototype for the sonic emitter for us to use in our data retrieval test simulations. The module allows the sonic emitter to disable certain force fields. Do not allow the test subjects to leave the X8 facility with the module. Even though it won't work outside Big MT, it's a security nightmare. Thank you all for your attention in this matter. Dr. Adam Figgis, Test Supervisor. Berkham Project Hair. Project Burke involves what some less science-minded individuals might call grave robbing. Yes, we're forced into this due to budget cuts. No, none of the senior staff uses the bodies for anything else. Finally, in regards to the rumor that Project Hair engages in liquidation operations against non-military targets to procure research subjects, I will not dignify them with a response. Any other questions? Dr. Adam Figgis, Test Supervisor. Important reminder to myself. While programming the new residential CyberDog model to retrieve objects thrown by human beings for purpose of enjoyment, I accidentally used an audio sample recording of its bark as the object to be fetched. The CyberDog has now become attached to the sample and displayed signs of aggressive tendencies when I attempted to recover it. I have left it in the residential reconstruction area until it is needed. I believe the CyberDog has buried it. Test X8 CyberDog Project. Gail Richardson. I want a CyberDog. That would be so cool. Enter institutional data retrieval. Basic tests. For this test, oh wait, we got retrieve the 3 student records from the desk terminals in the institution. Begin the test at the terminal. Find the 3 student records on the terminals. I don't know what I did. Oh, it's the Robodogs. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be higher level, bro. Holy crap, is all I'm gonna say. Because I don't know how many enemies were behind it, but there was a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. Hall monitor. Oh, nice. Okay. That's the first time I've seen her. Ever. I didn't even know that there was an alternative to the stranger. What do Mentons do? I don't think this is normal. I'm gonna go ahead and save. We haven't saved in a long time. I was gonna give up on this quest, but I don't. Maybe it's doable if we like strategically go. I'm not sure what's. I don't know if it was a sneak attack or what it did to f up that dog so hard. Oh my god, look at all the enemies all around me, bro. Holy shit. I have no idea where these things are. They're everywhere. Oh my god, this is so freaking stressful. I'm stressed. I don't know. Like when you do the multiple times, it just slows it down. I don't know why. So where do I get more ammo for this? I don't even know like what it takes. That was for nothing. I mean experience, but it didn't do anything. Oh my gosh, it has the same thing I can do. Alright, she's coming. It's not dead? Oh, that's alive too. Barely do, we're almost dead. Okay. Oh, they can get back up. They can get back up. Oh no. I'm dead. So I didn't know that they can be stunned and they get back up. Good to know, because the other one I just shot it when I was on the ground and it took forever to kill it. But that's good to know that they get back up. That sucks though. Holy crap, dude. What? How would there be an apple here? Yeah, see, he's not dead. Unconscious? I didn't mean the scrap metal, damn it. Garbage. Seriously? Where are they? I can just hear them breathing in my ears, dude. Why are they here? Shotgun. A scalpel weighs a pound. You kidding? These guys remind me of Outlast Trials. Almost the same concept, really. Yeah. I can't kill two at once, dude. Because the incapacitated one gets back up before I can even kill the first, or the first incapacitated one gets back up before I can even incapacitate the second. Why does it do that every time? Weird wasteland. I don't get it. What happened? What was the weirdness? First one missed entirely. I thought I could reload faster than that. I guess not. Well, I'm gonna call it because this is my second stream today, and I gotta do a couple things. I gotta brush out Bacchus and stuff like that before I go to bed, and so he's ready to go in the morning because I'm taking him with me as usual. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Hope you had a great day. Remember, 75% off chocolate tomorrow, 50 to 75% off. So, I don't buy Hershey's anymore. Hershey's is gross. I don't know. Stuffed animals, I guess. Alright, have a great night, guys.